Welcome everybody to the stream. Today is Friday, March 18th, and it is our Friday stream. We had a brand new snapshot on Wednesday. It's a lot of fun. With that stream afterwards, messed around and tested all sorts of things. We also tested pretty much, I'm really concentrating on the mangrove stuff and the mud and the frog lights a little bit. We didn't mess with the frogs too much, so I'll probably do more frogs today. But yeah, everything we did learn in Wednesday's stream, I put it into a new video on my YouTube channel today. Just a couple hours ago I put it up. So if you haven't already seen that, check it out. How's everybody doing this lovely Wednesday, or Friday? Just thinking about Wednesday. We got Mitt in the chat. Says he's here. Her Guru, welcome. First time viewer of a stick. We got Dr. 3 here. Dush, as well as Be Born. Vision Dragon himself as our stream moderator. Streamlabs chatbot did get updated today, so I don't know if the point thing is gonna be fixed in this update. I didn't actually read what all the changes were. Let's check the info commands, make sure they let you guys all know what's going on. Okay, so it says we're gonna be checking out 1.19 mangroves. So we'll probably do frogs, that, and that. And the snapshot, the review video, it looks all good. Awesome. And the bot is working. At least it's doing the commands. We'll see if it's doing the points. What do you guys think of my video that I put out today? Like, what do you think of the pacing of the video? Or do you like it when I like categorize like the different things that come across? Like, do all the mangrove stuff in one spot and all the mud stuff in another spot? Or do you mind if it's kind of randomized? Do you like it when it's more like strictly just showing the new stuff? Or are you okay like doing the kind of testing format where it's like we explore it and discover it together? I kind of like doing the testing thing. It is easier for me to record that way too. So we'll get ready to send out the notifications. I did put a poll out 3 days ago on my YouTube channel asking what people thought about the Allay and its usage. Definitely got some interesting results, but the biggest one, of course, was people were definitely wanting to use Allay for everything possible. Okay. We'll be on the testing server for all the Java stuff. Hey, welcome in, OS Men. Another first time here. If you guys are just joining in, make sure to join me as a follower by hitting the little heart underneath the stream. Viciously like some categorized, okay. YouTube did not notify you of the new video. Make sure you have the bell notification on and have it turned on so it's all notifications. Otherwise, yeah, it doesn't send it to everybody. Vision likes the use of goat horn for musical instruments. I really don't know that much about instruments and stuff, so it seems a little bit odd that they're used as instruments. Maybe they'll have other uses. So as I get the stream ready to go, take the time to check out my other social links. They are there on screen. There's also one-click links underneath the stream, including my YouTube channel, which probably most of you guys are already a part of. But just check and make sure you guys are subbed with that bell turned on, because I will send out notifications on the community page letting you guys know when I stream. That's one way you can get those. I think it's the only way you can get those, actually. That video I did put out today is also like right around 10 minutes. Do you guys like typically videos that are less than 10 minutes or like more than 10 minutes? Okay, I'll send out notifications on my community page. Those that are subbed, the bell turned on. And also send it through my Twitter. If you guys haven't already followed me there, you can. Okay, stream is up and going. That's good. Everything else is good to go. I think we're ready to do some streaming. I feel like there's so much potential with the new stuff, especially because they gave us so much new stuff all at once. Let's go ahead and remove that. Oh, that notification says update your thingamajiggy. There. And let's make sure my controller is working. If you guys want to join me on my server, stuff is in the title there. Awesome. Can't change game modes. Did you message the server administrators on my Discord server? Did you ping them? Okay. The trigger command's not working. I don't know. I really don't want to work on that on stream. You're gonna have to like message. There's a lot of triggers here. Which one are you trying to do? If you could, just message a stream administrator on my Discord. So, Wednesday stream is when we got the new snapshot. And it provided a lot. I think we did like almost a 4-hour stream then. Anybody could join the server. So we got most kind of the main questions down. There's probably some other ones that I overlooked. So let's move on to frogs. If you guys have any specific questions that didn't ask, I did in this recent video. I did ask people to give their suggestions in the comments. But yeah, let's play around with the frogs a little bit. Let's grab ourselves a frog egg. Actually, summon. Sometimes it's easier to do this. Oh, there's a bunch of frogs around me. Okay, let's just make a little hole for these froggies. Oh, there's some big holes underneath. Okay, I just want to see if they happen to get out, jump out of there. So we'll test the, check that out in a bit. Or actually, yeah, we'll just keep our eye on that. Can we dry mud in any way, like revert it back to dirt? That's a good question. My foot controller is working, yeah. And, okay, both of them are working good. I don't know why I put fences around here. Frogs can easily jump over the fence. Okay. I just want to know if they actually get out. Could it be like scaffolding? Right? Scaffolding, they would be able to hop out, but then they would get stuck. I think that'll work. We'll try that. Is Antonio able to switch game modes? It looks like he is. Oh no. Tony, can you see what is the problem? The trigger doesn't work. Can you see why the trigger doesn't work? Okay, thank you. I'm just gonna put this around here. Oh, we don't have any perms on here? Aren't you... Oh, did I not move the opting list over? Or wait, I don't know, what list do you have to move over? Do I have to move the opting list over here, or? Maybe figure out what I need to do, and then, or what perm to do. Do I need to opt you? No, you're opt. You don't have many perms. You're opt. You should be able to do. Oh, controller slipped. Should be able to do stuff. Okay, so I left that there. The question was, can we dry out any of the mud stuff? So this is mud here. Mud here. So we'll just put a test. And we'll see. Put like mud there. Also got the rut mud. And I want to put like maybe some campfires underneath or something. And then how do I do this? Put lava there, put that there, and probably should be able to do this. And let's also grab some of this and go into the nether. I had the same issue, didn't have permissions for the commands. You don't have permission to use trigger. I think I was like that. Can you figure out why that pops up? Like what permissions you need to do triggers? Can frogs hop out of honey blocks? Okay, that's another good one. Or actually, are frogs broken right now? So make sure they actually do jump and stuff. They do move. Oh yeah, they jump, okay. These guys look like they're stuck. It's a pretty good trap. Those guys haven't jumped out yet. I also want to see if the frogs take fall damage. Can't remember what it was, like a bedrock. Yeah, they definitely die. The dripstone thing. Yeah, we could try the dripstone. I mean, if you watch my video that I put out today, we tried the way that they showed in the video and that didn't work. We could try other ways. We could try it this way. But there's like no... Oh, I guess there's water in that one, but that's normal. There's some water in there, right? Like that's pretty normal, I think. Then again, there's no water in this one. The way they showed it was... this block, right? And then it was like pulling it from the top of this, right? Frogs immune to fall damage until 8 or 10 blocks in game. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm trying to think, aren't goats the same way? Maybe I should make this a little bigger. Oh, it fell in a hole. Whatever. Okay, so we got this stuff going on over here. Okay, so I'll probably want to do some more tests to do with the frogs. We'll let the current frogs, like hop around and stuff. Don't look like they got out of the honey, so that works good. So far, they haven't really high jumping ones, like we've seen in the Nether. Oh yeah, I want to take some of this block and put it in the Nether dimension to see what happens. Portal. Eventually, could test out how tall frogs are. What is the block they fit them in perfect? Like, can they fit in 2 slabs on top of each other? Okay, we definitely know they are less than half a block. Oh, yeah, we made this really funny portal. That's okay. So these do just fine. This one's not short, is it? No. This one's shorter than 1 block, though. It doesn't dry out the nether, which is probably good because, you know, if you made this block, you probably want it. Tony said snapshot. In the notes, they say that they changed data pack version, so it may be issue. Okay. Does the trigger thing actually use data packs? They do. Okay. Do you have Tony? Do you have access to the console? Do you have access to my server's console? No. Okay. Do you want access? If you do, you have to go into the Discord and make an account. I think I posted a video there for the other people who have it. But that way you could actually pull the data packs out and then see what might be a problem. You could make a bug report if needed. So yeah, nothing dries here in the nether. Hey, Technocraft, welcome. I've also got a first-time viewer of Diukuo, welcome. I use a stream controller for Minecraft too, it says Penguin Pusher. That is amazing. Yeah, I don't see that too often. I just like the controller because it has like the most like buttons, right? It's like super, really customizable for what you can do on it compared to other controllers. Because, what was that noise? But yeah, because I've used other controllers. This one's way nicer. Even though it is really cheaply made in general, even though it costs a bunch. But yeah, let's see. Put some flames on top. There was something I was gonna check. Oh, maybe the F3 of the blocks? Yeah, I guess we looked at this. Enderman picks those up. Oh, they call them muddy? Wait. Oh, they're actually called muddy mangrove roots. I just call them mud roots. Or what did I call them? Yeah, I think I just call them mud roots. Let's go muddy mangrove roots. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. And then these are like soul sand. I guess we could compare it to soul sand in some other scenarios. If there's something you guys want me to test, just do at Raiseworks in the chat so I see it. Is there anything else we want to use to try to see if you can convert them? What do you set the foot controller to? WASD, up, down, and side. Furnace. Oh, cook them in it first. That's a good idea. Okay. We'll first try these. Furnace is working. Then we'll try these. Nope, nothing there. Okay. Not sure why you would want to convert them, but it's not a bad reason to test it. We did test most of the other mangrove stuff. Oh yeah, I want to test the Oh. Our little guy grew up. Our little propagule. That's oak leaves too, right? Yes, okay. Propagule. And it is by the saplings, I guess. Makes sense. Could have put a block over top of it to stop it from growing. Oh, these guys are in the boats. I see. They're constantly making little frog noises. What if the frog farms in the end from the tadpole? What if a frog forms in the end from a tadpole? Okay. You're asking what color it becomes? We did test that in the Bedrock edition, so I'm guessing it's gonna be the same. But it becomes, I think it's the white one, which is like the hot biome one. The way you could test it actually without even working with tadpoles is you just use a spawn egg. And you might not know this, but the way spawn eggs work is actually you check the biome. So see how these are white? And if I go back to here, so that was a hot biome, and then this is considered a moist biome, I think. Or what's the word? Temper. So then it turns to orange. So it can actually tell just by using the same spawn egg for all of them. Semi says just check the code for mud blocks and there's nothing stating that it can be dried out. Oh, thanks for checking me that. Thanks for checking that. Oh, Semi, can you by chance check how high the frog will jump and do all frogs jump the same height? I guess that does get me to my next point, which is checking the data. Could you also message me on Discord with that? How to get entity. Oh, that's kind of small for you guys. Let's jumbo size that. So this is all the information the frog has. Motion. What? Oh, he's inside of a boat. Oh. Oh, I got the data from the boat. Okay, I don't want that. That is cool. But let's get it from the frog. So here's the frog. Long jump cooldown. Okay, so it does have a long jump. The end is hot. I thought it was -273 Celsius. What if something becomes so hot it becomes, or so cold it becomes hot? I don't know. Got a bunch of kind of default tags. Forced age because it can grow. In love because it can be bred up. Persistence required. Oh, I guess they shouldn't despawn. They're probably part of the passive mobs. Health is 10. Health is similar to other passive mobs. Variant 0. That's probably what they used for the different colors. That's pretty much it. Frogs have a special tag that lets them be able to do a long jump every so often. Then there is a cooldown. See any of these frogs jump up really high? Nope. I feel like they're like so busy trying to get to a special area, they're not really thinking about climbing. and easy way to trap the frogs is just by having them fall onto some slime where they're not able to jump back out. I think that was all the tags to do with the frog. What was the other question I have? Oh yeah. Freezer burn, there you go. Could you DM bisect panel code? I'm not sure what you mean by that. You have to make a... If you go into the Minecraft helper channel on my Discord, there's a pinned video that explains how to make your bisect hosting account. Then I can add you. Polter says, "Hi Ray, hope all is well. First time catching your stream, welcome in. If you guys are newer to the stream, make sure to hit the follow button, which is the little heart underneath the stream. We recently got to 42,000 followers, which is really epic. Thanks to everybody who just took the time to hit that button. So let me see. Drop these guys compared to like goats, right? Because goats I think can also fall without taking damage for a while. G is for goat. Billy Goat Gruff. Just like goats are immune to damage up to a certain height, so are frogs. There is currently no way that you can actually dry out the mud block currently, but eventually you're supposed to be able to use this method here with mud, dripstone point, and then it should turn that into clay. How's our frogs doing? Are you recording for YouTube? Yes. Yep. When I kind of like speak really clearly, that's when I'm recording parts for YouTube or for like, yeah, essentially YouTube, but I don't know what video I'll be in. Some upcoming video. It's very taxing to like to speak that way all the time, very clearly, precisely. My throat is a little bit sore already, so just from all the recording I've been doing recently and streaming. Okay, that sounds good, Antonio. So you made your account and you sent me your username in Discord. Quiz, welcome in. Another first time viewer. There was something I was going to do with this. I forget what it was. Oh yeah, I think what I'll do is test this compared to Soul Sand. I'm guessing it's be very similar. So the only difference is what is the difference? Is it just the slowness effect? Let me put it over here. Because they both visually show that they're one block tall, which technically means that there's a hole in between it. So you can actually shoot things through projectiles. Let's give that a try. We turn on hitboxes. Oh yeah, some arrows got through, okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Now, just like soul sand, the mud block actually has a slight hole, even though you visually can't see it, which actually allows projectiles to go through it. And since it's also shorter, you can do this trick where minecarts will snap to rails that are less than 2 meters from them, which is pretty cool and useful. Can do the same with honey block. Okay, you can't do the same with honey block. For some of these you can, for some things you can't. Like you can't place rails on it. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, because of the smaller sides. The sides are actually smaller. Like you can see I can actually run up against this side. So even though the top looks the same, the sides are different. There should be a way for us to test this, right? Like a lever. A lever should work? No, it doesn't. Okay. A lever works in those. But oh wait, does it actually... But lever doesn't work unless it's a full cube. How can I test this? There's not many blocks to choose from. Okay, I can't use a lever, but we can use something else though. What's something else that needs a block to support it? Like no, not a cake. No. Well, this one needs a full cube. A candle. A candle would be good candidate. No, a candle does not work on it. So it must really not be full block. Because it's like small. It's not quite full on top. You see the player falls down a bit. And it's also not quite full on the side because you can actually go inside of it a little bit. Lectern. I think a lectern doesn't need support block. Arrow go through it. Lectern can't. Yeah, candles. Candles should work because candles work on something like this, right? They should work on this. But there is one trick you can do. Can you actually hook anything onto this? Not really. Okay. Redstone dust. No. So the bottom side's a full block, though. Or not, it's not full block. Oh, you could do a lantern down here then, right? What's the other thing? Other thing besides the lantern that hang? Is there something? Yeah, you can do a lantern. Yeah, we can't place a lantern on top of it. I guess a lantern's another one. Cobweb, bell. Oh yeah, bell, right? Yeah, bell's the same thing. Yeah. Okay. And then we test the suffocation, right? I think it suffocates just the same. Yeah. Now, Soul Sand didn't used to suffocate. There was actually a time, like every other snapshot, they were switching the Soul Sand from suffocating to not suffocating. It's mostly because they had problems with little entities, what was like endermites and stuff that were dying on top of it. Summon endermite. Yeah, so they used to suffocate because they were like you're falling into the grooveness of the block, but then they're I mean they're technically inside the solid block. But then yeah, they were also the little red line was touching the solidness. So they fixed that. Does Grindstone need support? I don't think so. Baby turtles? But I think they recently fixed the baby turtle one too. Actually, doesn't that help my farm? No, my farm don't use that. I think at one time my farm did use that, but then they changed it so turtles don't even Oh yeah, they're really small. What the heck? They just completely vanish. Dude, that's like a hidden entity. Dude, they're so small. Crazy. But yeah, they fixed their suffocating. Okay, so we tested. Let's go back and check on our frogs. That frog has always been there. Other frogs, they're not really jumping. Maybe we got too many in there or something. Some boy said there is a tag for what blocks frogs like to jump on. Oh, interesting. So, does it actually show up in game with F3? Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff on the side now. Look at all the stuff on the right hand side. There's a rabbit spawnable, there's fox, there's parrot, there's enderman. Animal spawnable, valid spawn. Is wolf spawnable? I don't see frog for this one at least. Semi, did you happen to see if there's a tells how high frogs will jump? The advantage side buttons because they're so tiny. I do remember that because I had a command block that had a button at the top that would summon a turtle. When I pushed the button, the turtle was summoned, but I kept thinking, oh, the baby turtle's not summoning because I don't see it, but it was actually hidden in the button. So I do remember that. Lilies in drip leaf. Oh, lilies in drip leaf. Okay, thank you. Ah, that's really cool. Very cool find there, Semi. Semi Boy looked in the Minecraft code and seen that there is a special tag for lilies, for lily pad as well as drip leaf, and that is frog prefer to jump to, which means the frogs will try to jump to this rather than other stuff. There the frogs go, right onto it. Very cool. You could do some kind of like mini game with that, right? Because like the drip leaf will move when they hop onto it, and then they fall off again and they hop onto it. Someone said there's nothing in the code that shows. Oh no, the jumping part of the code is more complicated than expected. I think I am close. Okay, if you figure it out, let me know. Because I know some frogs don't jump really high and some of them do. Maybe it's their like long jump kind of thing. So I tried drying out the blocks. Nothing really dried it out. I could actually update my fly machines with this new contained water. Does it actually work though? Yeah, I guess it would. I don't know how my fly machines work. Let me write down a couple things that we could work on. So we looked at frogs. I'll write some of the more complicated stuff into my notes. Remake fly machine road maker. Could make a frog breeding farm. I can eventually make a goat horn farm. Oh yeah, we do still need to go into better condition, try some stuff with the goat horns. What else have my notes? I have... Do the data on the frogs. I think we did do that, right? We looked at what the frogs have for data. Oh, we could also... the same test I did in Bedrock Edition. So we did stuff like... kind of what you asked earlier. How big are frogs? So let's grab a slab. With another less than half a block. Oh, looks like they're exactly half a block. See, in better condition, see how their body kind of hangs over the box? See, in better condition, I'm pretty sure their whole body is inside this box. So they are different in that way. We can also see how many eggs the frog spawn produces. Where is the frog spawn? Miscellaneous? Oh, broke that one. Okay. Does take a hot minute for them to grow up and pop out of the eggs. So I think this one hatched, right? Nothing's inside of it. Someone says by default it contains a lip and drip zone. Okay. It selects a possible block to jump to around itself, but I don't know yet how far it will select the blocks. Oh, okay. Uh-oh, is this frog gonna mess up our testing? Did anyone else get the game mode switching to work? Oh, I guess we can see what, yeah, they dropped some XP. I think that is same as Bedrock Edition. Let's go to survival. Experience. Set 0. Set array 0. So if we go ahead and kill a frog, we will get no item, but we will get 1 XP. Hey, welcome back, Unknown. How goes it? I have the 1 tick of the waterlog block to actually not lose the water right. Yes, yeah. That's the same mechanic I use in my other flying bridge building machines. Okay, thank you, Antonio. I'll probably do that after the stream. It could be a problem with the data packs. I don't know. So it said the frogs need a place to jump to, and maybe down here they have nowhere to jump to. So maybe that will help. So, oh yeah, there are eggs hatch. Oh, Sammy, could you look at the code to see how many tadpoles are produced in Java? I think Bedrock is like 9 or something. Or is it 12? That's quite a few. Currently, our eggs aren't hatching as fast as Bedrock. What are you doing? We can also test how they interact with like waterlogged blocks, pistons. Are these actually 1 pixel? No. Here, let's grab a what can I grab? Something has very distinct pixels. Maybe even just, oh yeah, there's just, so that. What has distinct pixels? There. Looks like 1.5 pixels, right? I would say it's like 1.5 pixels. Now the frog spawn is 1.5 pixels tall, but it doesn't collide with the player, so you can't stand on it like carpet. You can place the spawn onto waterlogged blocks, even if the water doesn't show up. Oh, that was bad. Looked like the tadpoles, when they hatch, actually got stuck inside of blocks, which is probably a bug. Maybe that's where all our tadpoles are dying. See, like this one has a hatch and we end up getting tadpoles instead of it. Well, okay, we definitely can say that Bedrock does a better job at making sure the tadpoles stay in the block that they are spawned in the Java. So we checked the warlog things. Now we can try the piston thing. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't a very good test because I think they're whether they're like infecting the other testing tubes. Infection. Going all about. Let's see if we can warlog it. Nope. It doesn't really say anything about spawn eggs. Or frogs. Frog spawn, that's what they call it. Frog spawn. It also can't be waterlogged, it just breaks off. If you try to push it with a piston, it also breaks. What was the other stuff? I guess in Bedrock Edition, it actually did work for a little while. You could push it. I think they changed it. Is the watch time thing working? Did anybody figure that out? Oh, we test the dinner bone frogs and stuff like that. That'd be a good thing to test. I got some name tags right here. Oh, we also could test dispensers and frogs. Remind me to do that. Let's first test let's test a few things. So we will put these guys in a hole. Okay, put a lantern under tadpole spawn, like under a lily pad. I think technically it doesn't have a It does have a collision like a lily pad. Ooh, I just sneezed. Okay. Oh yeah, what happens if you put a solid block too? It just breaks, okay. But if you put a solid block underneath, it'll break it. Okay, so we need to test the name tag thing, the dispenser, and then you want to test the lantern. I'm pretty sure this is not going to work. So that's connected to the bottom. Yeah. Because it doesn't actually have collision box. Because like the lantern needs to be like connecting to something that's like solid, right? Otherwise you could just connect like a lantern to air or something. Okay, so next we'll test the dinner bone. So we got 3 things to test. I wish I had some more open water here. I guess you do guys over here. How are our frogs doing, by the way? Not really moving. So we got some open water. Oh, I got a lot of frogs here. Oh yeah, there's a tree growing underneath the water. That's funny. I actually did make an underwater tree farm one time. Oh, these are mostly tadpoles. Okay. So you can go ahead and give a frog the dinner bone tag, which makes it look really funny when he's swimming underneath of the water. This can also be done to the tadpoles, which almost look exactly the same as if they're upside right. Which makes them almost exactly look exactly the same as if they are upside right side up. That's a tricky word. What are they doing here? Is this like a frog trap? So let's see if we name tag this guy Dinnerbone. When he grows up, will keep that. Will he continue to be upside down? Oh, I don't think this is gonna work. I was thinking about renaming spawn eggs and then place them down to see if they actually will be Dinnerbone when they spawn out. But as soon as you place down a named item, it becomes a normal one. So that wouldn't work. Do you have any other ideas? Does Jeb work? I know we did try this in Bedrock Edition. I think it's underscore Jeb. Nope. Okay, so we tried the name taming. We'll have to come back and check on this guy every so often. Take like, oh, we can actually speed up his growth, right? I think it's also done with slime. Slime balls miscellaneous? Yes. So just as, oh, I lost my controller. So just as you can breed frogs with slime balls, you can also increase the growth speed using them. So we can go ahead and turn this tadpole right into an adult frog. There you go. And it looks like he did keep his dinner bone name as well as upside downness. That's pretty cool. Tadpole, yeah. So we tested that. Now let's test out jumping or tadpole in the bucket, right? You can use dispensers with a bucket of tadpole to... It doesn't work. Currently, tadpoles in a bucket don't work with dispensers, but they should eventually. Bump my mic. I notice whenever I bump my mic, it's usually when I like try to scratch my nose or something. Okay, so that doesn't work. Oh, there was one other thing that we did in Bedrock, and that was we name tagged this dinner bone. So if we name tag a tadpole in a bucket to dinner bone, and then we go ahead and release this guy, we can see that he is upside down. As well he is named without using a name tag. But they don't despawn, right? I think we did test that. I guess we can confirm that. I'll probably do that in my single player world. This one maybe? At 8 said they have a question about the treasure loot farm. Clock that side needed for, does it not work with that? I broke it and I couldn't still fish. I could still fish normally. So there's two timers. One timer is to make you guys pull in every once in a while. The other timer is just in case you get desynced on a server, then I'll reset it. So it's possible you don't need the second clock. But yeah, when in doubt, just check the world download. Hopefully I put the right world download in that. I think one of them is actually wrong. I think the world download's right, but the videos I think is wrong. Something like that. I should fix that. What was I gonna do here again? Look at the whatchamacallits? Exactly. F is for frog. What else is orange? Oh. Frogs do count to the passive creature mob cap, which you can see on the left hand side. As they add more, the number goes up. I guess, do we know what frogs oh Oh, 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 oh. Whoa, that was, that's one way to get him to hop. Dude, that's actually pretty awesome. Let me do that again. Watch all these frogs come bouncing out of this hole. Pretty amazing how high they could jump. Yeah, I guess we don't know how they spawn. Passive mobs, so they probably spawn in grass. Probably swamp. Semi, do you know what, if it says in the code how they spawn? Okay, check their code. Jump how far? Those boxer, it spawns 2 to 5 tadpoles. Okay. Let's go back to other world. So it can spawn max of 5. That's a bit less than Java Edition or Bedrock Edition. And Semi checked the code for the amount of tadpoles which are produced by the spawn eggs. It's between 2 and 5, which is quite a bit less than the Bedrock Edition. And the max distance that frogs can jump up vertically is 12 blocks, which is really insane. And the max distance which frogs can jump to is 12 blocks away. So somebody says it selects a random block in a 9 by 5 block high box, then it calculates what momentum it needs to reach that block. Oh, that's pretty cool. So it could choose a block that is 9 blocks, or wait, random block in a 9 block wide, 5 block high. Why do we have frogs that were jumping up like 7 blocks high? Wonder how they were seeing that, high if they only check 5 blocks up. Okay, so we tested the frogs. Oh yeah, we don't know how they spawn. Got a lot of these guys flying about. Dispenser didn't work. There's some other things I did with the dispenser in Bedrock that I can't really test. I think we can, maybe I'll hop into Bedrock or just load it up. We'll load it up. We did do dinner bone with the frogs. It did work. So frogs eat slime and magma. And they take slime in order to breed. I am updating my slime farm. Okay, I'm pulling up Bedrock. We have these horns in Bedrock. There's not too much to test with this. So one thing people said is if you play all 3 tunes, like the crouch one, he also played the looking straight up one. You play them all at once, and like it would make a song or something. Like I really don't know much about music or instruments, so makes sense. The other thing was scrap dispenser, which is this one. And we'll just put some horns in there and we'll see if it works. Now, some of you guys suggested that dispensers should be able to automatically play horns. That would be pretty cool, especially since like note blocks can be played using redstone. But currently you can see that it doesn't work, it just drops them off. What else did people ask about the copper horns? Is there something or like piglins like gold, right? Gold things. Is there anything that likes copper things? I don't think so. I think this this spawn, well, it's not really spawn area, but this pillager outpost that's right beside a village. I don't think this can happen in Java Edition. What biome is that in the distance? Oh, plains or something? It is kind of funny that there's an iron golem that's naturally spawned in with this village, and then there's an iron golem like right on the road that's captured. Pretty funny. Let me check my notes. I swear those pillagers don't go over there and kill the villagers. Or maybe they did already. So we did try stalagmites under the mud blocks. We did try drying them in the nether. Someone says the mud bricks are the excuse me, are the mud bricks called adobe in Spanish? That's actually an interesting idea to test. I think we have to go back to this one. When you get a chance, either Warden and Bedrock or Horn and Java. No and no. Yeah, a lot of people did ask, try to get the Warden and the Horns, play them together. But yeah, I couldn't test that because neither of them in each other's versions. But let's change our language to Spanish. Which one's most likely? Which Spanish type is most likely? Probably this one. Should make Jeb work for frogs. That would be kind of a way to get all the different types of frogs without actually doing the work of getting them in different biomes. Okay. So the question was, what do they call the clay stuff? So that's called mud still. Oh, maybe they didn't translate it. Okay. Right? Is it, what part do they translate? They translate in the menus, right? Yeah, everything else is translated. Just not. Yeah, it's still called that. Huh. Makes sense. They got quite a bit of time before they need to translate. Which one is it again? Is it this one? No. Is it this one? No. This one? I need to go back to English. Accept. Hey, welcome in, Paradox. Okay, so we did try that. Let me cross it off my notes. Mm-hmm. A lot of people talking about goat horns playing noises. Do the goat horns interact with the skulk blocks? That's a good question because they technically do got the skulk blocks in Bedrock, right? Skull. Oh shoot. Click skull. Oh yeah, they got the skulk blocks. Okay. Let's try. Let's grab all of it. Okay. Alrighty. I get the darkness effect, but no warden. Okay. Oh shoot. Stuff is making noises. Guys, you guys all need to be quiet. Can't have you hopping about. We either have to kill everything or move to a new area. Do you mind holding still? Okay. Doesn't seem like it did anything. Nope. But walking does work. Okay. That's kind of fascinating. So using a horn near a skulk block, the sensors don't actually detect anything. Why can't you get a skulk shrieker in survival? Even with silk touch, they drop nothing. Is this for bedrock? Because in Java you can get them. I mean, unless they change it, I guess we could test it. There are different kinds of sounds. What are fire, break blocking, lightning? Set the sensor off. Was one called break blocking or block breaking? I know one's called fire. I mean, I doubt some of them would. Guys, get out of here. Oh, hey, we're... Walk around the shriek, get warden. You don't get wardens in Bedrock Edition. And there isn't one in Java either, because currently we are in a snapshot. What was I gonna test again? Someone said you couldn't get the skulk blocks in this version. So we'll test that. And we'll get our hoe, handy dandy, silk touch, hoe, into survival, that, oh, that is strange. Oh, that's really hard. Now in the previous Java snapshot, you were able to silk touch all the different types of sculpt blocks using a silk touch hoe, but for some reason now the shrieker doesn't drop anything. That is really fascinating. I wonder if they did it on purpose because there's just too many shriekers. Like, I mean, people just like place them all over the place, maybe. How would you get them then? Yeah, it'd be kind of random. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be random. It'd be really hard to get them. It wouldn't be really hard, but it'd be really annoying to get them into the right location. You'd have to make a bunch of, kind of like what I did in my farm, my skulk farm. Put a bunch of blocks up, prevent them from spawning some locations. Shrieker cast can't be obtained now. I think we got the catalyst, right? Did we just get the catalyst? Yeah, see? You get the catalyst. It was just a shrieker. Oh, yeah, thanks for telling me that. That's pretty fascinating. Okay, let me check my notes again. If you guys have anything specific you want me to test, let me know. Someone asked, do the horns make different noises under the water? Okay, so we go back to bedrock. There's the water. Sounds the same to me. Okay. I don't hear no difference. Anything else in my notes? I think that's the main questions, unless there's more questions from today's video. I think the root is probably the most interesting block so far. That came out with this last change. What do you guys think? Someone asked, is the propagator the only sapling that can self-plant? So the Zeta can technically self-plant in a weird about a way, grow into a new tree, but I don't think you can actually self-plant propagules. I mean, at least not currently. It looks like they could probably add that, but with what we currently have in the game, I don't think it's possible. Solid block can be waterlogged and powered with redstone. Is crazy. A solid block you can waterlog and power with redstone is crazy. Oh, you talk about this? Like put wire on top of it? I don't think you can put redstone into it. Oh, I guess you can. Wait, is it solid now? Oh, that is weird. Wait, isn't it like transparent? Well, that is unique, huh? Let's see. It's still not solid. Put water in it. Put a villager. That looks really weird. Villager, but then also put redstone. Despite the root block not suffocating mobs when they're inside of it, it's actually treated as like a solid block where you could put power into it and it will go upwards or to the side, which is really crazy. So it's essentially like glass, but it can let redstone go. It can let redstone go through it. And redstone can also go downhill with it, unlike glass. Being able to walk through wire won't be great. Well, you can't walk through this block. I just put villagers inside of it using a spawn egg, but you can't typically do that. Do mobs spawn on mangrove roots? They should, just like a normal solid block. Oh, you thought mobs think you walk through it? That would probably be a little bit too weird. I don't know if this is actually useful in redstone. Because like mobs suffocate inside blocks, you put redstone on top of it. Isn't that big a deal. A block that's waterlogged that redstone can go on top of. You can do that, but you just can't go down. But the solid part's cool. But the water's not, like the water can't really be used. Like the water's contained. I wonder, can you like get, but yeah, you can pull water off it. I mean, bottles. Should be able to pull bottle water. So as it is a water source, let's go ahead and use water balls on it. You can actually grab water from it, even though it's completely contained. I guess I would have some really special cases where that'd be useful. I mean, you could do like a torch tower. Grab torches. A torch tower that's water. I don't. It's kind of strange. It sure looks weird. I don't know if it's gonna be too useful. The water, probably the water side of it's somewhat useful. It is also like explosion proof. Anything else you could do with that? Yeah, I really can't think of anything. Like if you just happen to have maybe like a minecart system underneath, then like something wouldn't suffocate if it was going underneath of it. And then like the water part, like I don't know, like how many places do you actually use water? Use it for explosion prevention, make like cobblestone. So you could make like maybe a smaller cobblestone generator if it had redstone in it. But I really do like it when they come out with unique blocks like this. Because there is weird cases where you're looking for something strange like this. Does TNT explosion hit when it's waterlogged? No, TNT doesn't blow up waterlogged stuff. And it's technically waterlogged. We could try to put this on our head. Let's do... Is it slot? No, what is it? It's something really basic. Is it just item? Item. Modify. Entity. Head. Root. Oh. Must not be doing it right. I have to... Yeah, I don't know the actual command for that. Because I think you have to do something like... Put it in parentheses or something. I guess I do have it in my one world, don't I? I think. Hey, welcome in, little bee. The point thing is still broken? Have you been here for a while? I think I have commands here to switch out the head thing, or maybe I don't. I would think it'd be here. I don't see it. I must have just typed it. Or maybe, no, that's something else. That's a wandering trader. I've caught multiple streams over multiple days. I mean, today. There was an update today. I just wondering. Didn't change for me either, it says to me. Okay. Maybe it's still broken. So where else would I have the command? I think I have it in my secret world. Secret. Red Rum says maybe I don't actually exist. Okay, so the command is over here. Or no, it's over here maybe? Did I remove it? Oh, this is it. Oh, it uses the word with? What? That's such a weird command. Control A. What is this command? Paste. Item replace. Entity player. Head with powder snow bucket. Okay, so that worked. So let's change it to root. Oh. Okay. So I guess it's kind of what all solid blocks look like. Let's look at the other root one. There, okay. It's kind of cool. And if you stick the new mangrove root onto your head using a command, it makes it look like a little box that's around the player's head. There's probably some block that's similar to that. I mean, glass is kind of that way. I see the command as a link. Oh, yeah. You have to put, like, space in or something. Oh, because of the dot. You probably have to switch the dot out or something. Head cage. There you go. That was a strange command to get that to work. Is there any other weird blocks? I think the road block was probably the strangest out of all the blocks that came out. Maybe the spawn egg? Frog spawn egg? Wait. Oh no. Frog spawn. Oh. Okay. And when you put the frog spawn on your head, it looks like you have a whole bunch of eyeballs sitting above it. That's actually kind of cool. Maybe it's like a peacock feathers, kind of. You know, peacock feathers have the little eyes. So let me check my notes again. So we looked at, did we do all the same tests that we did in Bedrock Edition? I probably have to watch the video to figure that one out. Data, we did the data of the mobs. There's only one mob, right? Which is the frog. I think we did all the same kind of tests we did in Bedrock Edition for the, like the spawn eggs. I guess we can watch the video and see. So I did a video about frogs in Okay, I'm not sure which video. I'm just opening them up and check. And we'll see. I did a video about frog lights. Which looks like the whole video is pretty much... Oh no, at the very end I did frog trucks. Okay. That's a good thing I kind of forgot that. Alrighty. So I'll just watch this and see if we test everything like we did the other one. Raise up tadpoles in all 3 different biomes and then transport them to wherever. These guys around with a lead. You can even fly around with a elytra and carry these guys. Oh. Now this mechanic of the frogs eating. I guess we could try them with the leads. Leads and also flying with the frogs. Did you figure out how to farm frog legs yet? Yeah, I made a farm a while ago. It's on my YouTube channel. But I did kind of update it today. So you can check that out in today's video. So what do you want again? Leads, yes. Come with me. Can I not lead? Oh, there it goes, okay. You also can attach frogs to leads and carry them around while you're flying, and also move around using, and also move them around while you're flying with elytra. Poor froggy, rip. Looks like these guys are kind of stuck. Hey, bonked. Welcome in. Okay, so we tested the lead thing. Oh yeah. The other thing was, did they grab like magma cubes beside when they're inside of a boat? Because I don't think they did it in... Did they do that in Bedrock? There's something weird in Bedrock where they weren't really good at that. Oh yeah, you can grab them. Okay. So I wonder if that's if that's useful in the farm to just put them inside of a boat. That way they're kind of the same area all the time. I guess. Join the boat, gang. There. Frogs air. These guys are able to slurp in magma cubes that are nearby, even when they're inside of a boat, which is great for containing them while also using their frog-like properties. Let's check out my video again. Being the magma cubes and dropping out of a view of. And this method might be the easiest out of all of them in order to just get tons of blocks. Now I'd like to show you guys 14 funny and weird things you can do at 2 p.m. Eastern. And once so, these eggs will no longer hatch. Frogs are able to jump up to 2 meters tall, so anything tadpoles. And tadpoles themselves can get pushed by moving. Produce anywhere from 0 to 12, and they don't actually need to have a supporting block. The eggs are very thin, but you can't stand on top of them. Naming a frog dinner. So, question is, in Java, actually what happens if you use a frog on a frog? Oh, you can't make babies, okay. Yeah, there's actually a different spawn egg for the baby ones, which, I don't think, is there anything like that in the game where there's 2 spawn eggs? Tadpoles in the Java edition aren't actually pushed along with the water current, unlike Bedrock edition. That is unique. It would make it harder to farm them if they can't fight the water currents. Zombie variant. I mean like a baby version. There's not like a baby zombie egg, although you can make them. Hey Mirio, how goes it? Right, is there like one egg that just gives you baby variations? But I think tadpoles are unique because like tadpoles look quite a bit different than the baby frogs. But yeah, let's go back to our video. Bone, it makes it look like it's standing on the bottom side of the water. And it looks so funny when they're swimming upside down. Axolotls will go after the tadpoles and
Oh yeah, I forgot
them,
about this part.
but they will not attack the frogs.
See, it's a good thing I watched my video. Thought we tested everything, but there's some stuff that we didn't test for Java. Summon axolotl.
Axolotls will attack and kill. Maybe I should get a better picture of it. Hold still. Where'd the tadpole go? Axolotls will go after tadpoles and kill them. Also, don't get pushed by fluids. Yeah, I know the frogs didn't. Renaming a tadpole in a bucket, then placing it down will not actually give it a name. The frog eggs cannot be read with a comparator, but when they hatch, that can be detected by an observer. He used to be able to place repeaters on top of eggs, but that's recently been changed. Name tagging a tadpole will keep its name when it grows up, but the gem name doesn't do anything for the frogs. Something unique to Bedrock Edition is that some blocks can actually be placed inside of flowing water. This includes name when it grows up, but the gem name doesn't do anything for the frogs. Something unique to Bedrock Edition is that some blocks can actually be placed inside of flowing water. This includes the new eggs, so if I place water over here, water flows over there, but the actual egg is still in place. Other things in Bedrock can also do this, like levers. Now check out this playlist to see how we're
Oh,
designing.
okay. So I guess we got quite a few of them, most of them actually. Well, that's good to know. Test the XLaw thing. I didn't see anything Hebrew about the warranting or anything on Discord. Thanks for telling me there. Appreciate that. Let's just be some really good art. Okay. So we tested the frogs, the goat horn. Let me check my notes one last time. So we tested the same stuff we tested in Bedrock Edition. So next I have on my list. Oh, there's some things on my list, like how far can you hear a horn? Far-wise, updating my fly machine. So it uses the new roots. I can also make a frog breeding farm. Not sure how useful that is. Solar farms, AP fish farm, the skulk doors. So I guess there's a lot of stuff we already looked at. The salt farm. I don't know what a frog actual farm that makes frogs that, like, makes you get more frogs. I don't know how useful that would be, because when you're getting frogs for your farm, you need to breed them where there's water, so you can't breed them in nether. Okay. We'll see. Maybe some people will come up with some more things that we should test. But I think I kind of test everything I want to test. I definitely think What's this goat doing? Is he trying to ram something, or is he eating? Oh, probably didn't want me watching. But yeah, I think the rooted, the mangrove root block is probably the most interesting thing that they added this last snapshot. And then probably next is the mud. I guess we did test to see if you could, like, put other stuff on top of mud. Like usually grass going up grass. I guess I don't go on top of mud. What else would go on mud? Like saplings or something? No. Produce? Oh, I guess that does go on mud. Okay. And then when I bone meal, it doesn't change the mud, does it? Let me do it somewhere else actually. Oh, it does turn to dirt. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if that's intended. Now you can convert mud back into dirt if you grow a propagule on top of it. And when this grows into a tree, it actually converts it into a dirt block. But other saplings, see, they don't work, do they? No. But other sapling types cannot be planted on this. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, the tree is oak. It's just temporary. Made a playerless mud farm using autozalia tree growth and rooted dirt to mud conversion. Yeah, today's video I showed my farm updated. Can you waterlog leaves in Java? No. No, you can't waterlog leaves. Can you do that in Bedrock? Is that really a thing? Oh, that's a root. Oh, you can really, huh? That's really strange because these are like very solid-ish. So I guess this is like not so new. Like the whole root thing is not so interesting for Bedrock players. Who they have, excuse me, they already have it. So I have been streaming for 2 hours. I'm gonna find something for us to all raid. So while I do that, make sure to check my other social links, and then we'll head over to support another fellow Minecrafter streamer here on Twitch. And we'll give them a raid. So make sure you guys stick around for that, because it's always fun to do that as a large group. Who is all streaming? Got a few people playing Minecraft. Let's raid Drathmore. We haven't raided him for a while, and he is back to streaming. So let's see if we can get all 54 you guys to join in the raid for my friend Drathmore. I've known him for a long time. He does amazing survival building. Has a very creative mind, and he does everything kind of freehander, where he just sees things, goes with whatever he has in mind, and builds it up in survival. It looks like it's a really epic build going on right now. I have no clue what it's called. We'll see exactly what it is. We'll hop over there with the raid, so stick around for that very shortly. I just want to thank you guys for chilling out in the stream, asking those questions, joining server as we mess around with everything. It's always a lot of fun messing around with the newest snapshots. And if you guys haven't already, I did upload a video earlier today going over tons of different cool tricks that I came across with the newest blocks. So check that out if you haven't already. But yeah, thanks everyone guys with the support, chilling in chat. It all means a lot. Next stream for me will probably be this Saturday, Sunday. I might have the stream later in the day for one of those days. We'll see, because I want to go do some stuff with some family this weekend. So I'll let you guys know through Discord and Twitter if I do that. Alright guys, ready to go raiding?